morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
I have a curl. Just a little curl.
There was a little girl.
Yep.
I had a little girl.
Right in the middle of her forehead. Tabitha's tail says
Cheers.
hello.
Cheers!
Anyway, welcome to Toad TV. So, we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And today is Monday, January 11th. I know this because Michael sent me something saying you have rewards points that are going to expire tomorrow.
Can't
January
let that
12th.
happen.
So, I didn't. I ordered more of these. Among other things, which we're going to touch upon in just a moment. So, welcome. It is Monday, January 11th, as I said. Let's see how many times I can repeat stuff. Anyway.
Anybody have any idea what today is? Because we're not sure.
We're kind of confused on that. We hope you guys had a good weekend. We had a productive weekend.
Yeah, we kicked this weekend's butt.
Yeah, we got stuff done. We got a lot of stuff done. Thank you to everybody who came in and shopped with us over the weekend. And you guys are so excited about the ribbons. I'm so happy with that.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy. Also, Tula Pink. Everybody loves Tula. So, yeah, that's where we are.
So, packing up this morning, and most of them should go out today. If you did order something along with Harry Potter, your order is going to ship with the Harry Potter yarn at the end of the week.
Right.
And on that note, we
Have
just a couple Harry Potters left. Clubs sign-ups.
okay. Sidebar.
A little company meeting.
Right. 3 left. There are 3 left. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go get it now.
Yes. Yes. So,
All right. All right.
well, that sparked a whole thing.
My goodness. Honestly, if you were part of this conversation, you'd be so confused right now. Okay.
Let's hope I remember to edit it out.
Okay. So this weekend, got lots done.
Christmas tree is gone on the curb. It may actually have been removed from the curb. Who knows?
And Christmas lights are down, and it's very sad. However, moving on.
Yeah.
Snowmen are coming out. They're slowly but surely creeping their way out of the bags.
Are they?
Well, there's one on the thing. And there's a bag with a couple more that just have
Well,
to
I
creep
walked by
still.
the bag and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put this away. I'm not even
Nope.
bothered.
Nope. We're putting them out. It's still January. We still have time for snowmen. So
Okay.
a little bit of snowman time. So that's what we're doing. This weekend, we did some cooking. We did a couple of things from the Magnolia cookbook by Joanna Gaines. Last night we did spinach Florentine.
Chicken Florentine?
Chicken Florentine with spinach. Which was really very good.
Yes, it was. And the honey,
Very, very good.
And the honey roasted carrots were divine.
Yeah, and then honey thyme roasted carrots, which I am not a fan of carrots. However, they were very, very good, especially with the chicken.
Yeah.
So it all worked out very, very nicely. Are you getting on? Okay. Tabitha has now left the building. So that was yummy. And then we also made Italian stackers, which is chicken breast with a slice of ham and cheese and basil. It was yummy.
Yeah, with fresh asparagus.
Yeah.
So good.
Really, really good.
And then I made brownies, which my grandmother's brownie recipe, which still,
Hands down.
hands down, I've tried several. Still the best recipe for brownies in my personal opinion. They're thin little fudgy brownies. But I found this recipe that was for brownie sandwiches where you put a mascarpone whipped cream in between the 2 brownie sandwiches. So I just iced our brownies with it.
It's kind of like cannoli cream
Yeah.
on top of the brownies.
Really, I didn't think you could get
Any better?
Grand's brownies any better, but I found a way.
This is good.
Really good.
This is very, very good.
So.
We've been doing some little bits of organizing our stuff, trying to get things, in a right place so that we can find them. And we had bought a couple of these boxes for ephemera, for paper ephemera. And then Helen saw something online that just was a game changer. So it's to organize your knitting needles. you have one box for each size. So instead of having a bag that is full of knitting needles that you're trying to dig through and measure out each time, because you never know how much you put all of one size in a box.
So when I saw this, I sent it to Mary Beth. And I thought to myself, you are not a terribly organized human being, and you do not like to organize things. But you live with someone who this will blow her mind. And within 24 hours, our knitting needles were very nicely organized. She got to use her label maker. I mean, she was just in hog heaven.
Oh my God. So happy. So happy. So now when I need a size 7 needle, I know where to go and I don't have to dig through everything.
And you can tell quick at a glance, I don't have a big 7, so we gotta order a big 7 or whatever.
Surprisingly enough, I have a tremendous number of 2s because that's what I use for socks. We have quite a few 1s, which is what Helen uses for socks. Lots of 5s.
Yeah.
1 6. However, there are an awful lot of 6s floating through this place somewhere. So as we take out projects, we now have some place we can put them and you know it's going in the right box. I'm so excited. And then we also got a set of drawers that we were going to use for stamps and things like that, but the stamps didn't fit. So I've now taken our embroidery floss and separated it by color. And they're all in their own drawer.
Her little brain is just so happy.
It's all in the right drawer. Not the DMC. The DMC we have in little boxes, but in all our
Classic Color Works and Weeks Dye Works and all that.
The only thing we're going to have to do is if you are doing something and it calls for a certain color, like Pebble, you're going to have to look and see what the actual color is.
But generally with the fancy floss, you can kind of tell from the color.
Where would you put Pebble?
I would figure you put it in brown.
Yeah, because I would think Pebble might be in gray.
Okay.
But it actually is in brown.
Yeah.
So I have one for red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, pink, black and gray, white, and brown. So happy.
You would not think that this would make someone happy to do this, but
so happy. So now whenever you need classic or whenever you need a certain color, all you have to do is pull out the drawer and it's right there. And all the drawers are labeled and it's beautiful.
And that way when we get our color from Fat Quarter every month, it doesn't just get tossed onto the table.
Or lost
still
somewhere
in its packaging.
Because I was looking through and I put in February and March and
from 2020
July, but there are an awful lot that I didn't put in.
Yeah.
So that they're floating somewhere.
Yeah.
So that once
they're
we
in
find
project
them,
bags or whatever, because generally when we pick up the mail, we're on our way somewhere, so it just goes into whatever bag we're carrying at the time. And
so when we find it, we can just put them in the right drawer and they will be very happy.
Yeah.
With their friends. So that's what I spent part of my weekend doing.
Very unhappy.
Well, there's
shoved into
a bag,
Ziploc
you know,
bag.
right? They're suffocating in a bag, just mixed up, willy nilly. So now they're very happy. Anyway, that's what I spent part of my weekend doing, and I love it. Okay. Shall we show what you worked on?
Sure.
I can't show mine yet. Mine has to wait till Friday. But
Mary Beth's is, and it's just as well because Mary Beth's is.
Yours is beautiful.
It is, but mine is not as epic as yours. So I made a quilt top. I made an entire quilt top.
In a weekend.
In a weekend. That's the greatest thing about pre-cuts. So I made the jelly roll twist pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop. I have done it before, but last year one of my quilts was the jelly roll twist. It's a fun pattern. It's a twist on the jelly roll. There's a little more to it than just sewing jelly rolls together, but still very easy. I got to use a jelly roll from my stash, and I used a charm pack from stash.
Right.
From a year ago, because they were both given to me by this one for my birthday in 2019. So I used the Riley Blake Vintage Treasures Jelly Roll and the Pemberley Charm Pack.
And they it's like they were made to go together
Yes.
because they're gorgeous together.
And it is so my color palette.
Yes.
Maribeth talks about putting knitting needles together to make her happy. This makes me so happy.
Oh my God. Wait, I have to get my side up. Okay.
I will put in a picture that I took too.
Look at this charm. 5-inch square.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
And then this. Sorry, I'm picking out my favorites.
that's okay.
Look at that.
Oh, the flower. I mean,
The flower hearts.
it's just. And then got the ones they're in all the different color palettes, but with the lace doilies on them.
Here's a light blue one. Oh my gosh.
And the hearts go in all the different colors too.
And this is just absolutely classic. Clean
Yep.
with just little sprigs. Oh, I love it so much.
So it calls for a jelly roll. You use 34 strips from a jelly roll, and then all 42 squares from a charm pack. And relatively easy construction. I'd say the hardest part was deciding what goes with what as far as putting those squares together.
We saw, it is from, I'm going to get the lady's name because I don't want to take credit for something that was not us. Okay, a friend of ours sent us a video from Just Get It Done Quilting where she has dollar store hacks, and one of the things she did was she bought a tablecloth from the dollar store, but you have to make sure it has the felted backing, and then you hang it on the wall with the wrong side facing out, and your quilt squares just stick to the batting and don't move.
Yeah, so it's an easy way to get a quilt wall. A lot of people put them together with quilt batting on like foam board or something like that. But this, you just tack it to the wall and the squares stay up. I had 42 squares that I had to put in order.
And you can put them up and then move them around because they're not stuck at all.
Yeah.
You just peel them off. It's just the static.
I mean, I think we have a 70-inch tablecloth. We just happen to have one
Right.
on hand. And because our table is bigger. So we had a big tablecloth and it's perfect.
Oh my God, it worked out beautifully.
Yeah.
So both of us
used it for hers too.
Right, so both of us were working on it, and you just put things up and move them around, and it absolutely perfect. So if you are looking for a quilt wall, this is a really easy thing because you can take it down and put it away when you're not using it, and just tack it back up again when you're ready.
Yeah,
and it's
and
great.
it stays. I mean, I was sort of skeptical that the squares would stay as long as they did, but I mean, I would take mine down a row at a time, sew the row together, and then go get the next row.
Right.
And it just, game changer.
Yeah, made it so easy. And when I was doing mine, I was moving stuff all over the place and move it, put it back on again.
Yeah.
It was great. Really, really good. So it's a wonderful hack. So get a dollar store tablecloth.
Try and find the link to the video, and I'll stick it down below.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because she had a couple other good ideas too. Okay. All right. So we want to talk about the box that we got.
Yes.
So we got a box from Stacy, who is she is the founder of SACK, SACK. SACK is supporting a community with kindness. And what she is doing is she is knitting or crocheting little sacks, and then you put a bar of soap in it and you donate it to the homeless shelters or food pantries, veteran clinics, LBG,
I would think churches,
LGBTQ organizations, social service agencies. She sent us a letter with all this information.
which will be all at their website.
Right. It is, the website is soapsacks.com. Soapsacks.com. And if you guys...
So if you have a lot of cotton, it's meant for cotton yarn.
Right.
Because what they do is they put this, you put a bar of soap in here, and it acts as a washcloth, as well as a place to hold your soap. So the cotton works best. But if you've got, like, I mean, we all have stashes of cotton yarn. So easy thing to put together for a really good cause.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to
there's
think.
so many people out there in need right now.
Right. So she said people, they feel really special when you get something that's handmade and there's a tag on it, because she puts a tag that just is very supportive on it. And I mean, how easy is that to do? And you just drop it off.
Yeah, and a bar of soap. I mean,
And
a bar
it's
of ivory
something
soap
that is really needed.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things that really can be used all over the place. So if this is something that you would be interested in doing, soapsack.com, it's a great way to dig through or work through your stash and do something really nice for somebody.
Yeah, a little good.
Okay. So thank you very much, Stacy, for sending that to us and sharing it with us. We hope you guys will be able to use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I know. She's just like... All right.
Couple things. Coming up in February, the week of February 4th through the 6th, we have two virtual events that we are doing.
Yeah, we're double booked.
Yeah. It's a great thing about virtual events. We are doing Knit and Escape.
It is...
Calling it? Is it the pajama? No, the pajama party was
Pajama party is this...
Galentine's Day.
Okay.
So it's the Knit and Escape Galentine's Day event. We are a vendor for that and a sponsor. And then also that weekend, Stitches at Home is doing their February event, and we are a vendor for that as well. We will give you our specific times when we're doing our Zoom sessions. We will have more to tell you about what we will be doing in those Zoom sessions after Friday, because
Yes.
Friday is the day.
Friday is the day. However, we will be having new releases of colors, and I'm going to put it out there so that we have to hold ourselves accountable to it. There will be bags. There will be special bags.
I have full editing capability on this podcast.
There will be special bags for the February, for that first weekend in February. Okay. Helen had an idea that floated in her head, and
Mary Beth floated it right back out again.
okay. Anyway, so that's coming up in February, so stay tuned for that. Friday is the big day, though.
Friday
This
is
Friday.
is the reveal of our theme for the year. We will have new yarn. Okay, Friday we have decided, after great discussions, Friday at noon we're going to go live on YouTube. We were talking about doing a Zoom session, but not everybody's comfortable with Zoom. If you guys all watch us right now, you're comfortable with YouTube. So,
Bless you.
we will go live. And then what we will do is, sometimes it's hard if you don't if you don't subscribe to us and you don't have the notification alert chosen for us to find the live link. So what we will do is, once we go live, we will put the link to the event in Crafting with the Toes on Facebook, so that you can just go in and click the link right into the session.
Oh, Friday, noon, live on YouTube. We will be revealing everything for the new theme, and you will see what I've been working on. I've got a couple of different projects that I haven't been able to show you because it all ties in.
I finished one. It's just sitting there waiting for Friday.
So we have lots of stuff to
Yep.
show you. So we hope that we also have something else that we're going to be talking about. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys will be able to join us. Until then, we hope you have a wonderful day.
Go forth and create.
And we will see you tomorrow with State of the Sweater.
Yeah, we haven't done sweaters in a bit. Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow, State of the Sweater. Get your sweaters ready because we want to know what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, also, one last thing. Promise, if you have any guesses as to what you think the theme is, let us know. because I want to know if anybody even has any idea.
I'll be willing to bet that 3/4 of them already know.
Okay, let us know. What do you think it is? All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.